Kayaking Archer here. How would you like a, what's the good word for it? Scandalous update? Anyways, this morning I went to the range with the intention of doing a double round. And I started out with my, I call it my shorty setup, which was my 26-pound limbs and the string associated with that. So I did my first round, and to my surprise, I had 4 other people shooting with me. So I was trying to act like I was at a tournament. And so that helped. But I got to the end of the first round and thought, well, I'm going to do some experimenting. So I started shooting with instead of using my green arrows, which were 1150s, I got out my 900s and started shooting those. And yeah, that was not working. They were just shooting low. And there was a gentleman there from the shop that was helping out some of the younger ones. And he said, oh yeah, those will shoot low. So I decided I was going to put my 32-pound limbs on. I haven't shot with the 32-pound limbs in 2-3 months. I had just been using my 26-pound limbs. So I decided, well, I'm going to unstring the bow. I'm going to put my 32-pound limbs on and use the 900 arrows and do a round with that. So I left all the gear on the riser and got it unstrung. A little unwieldy, but I got it done. And then I went and I grabbed this string and I started putting it on, and it was like putting on cement. I could not believe how hard it was to string that. Yeah, it was just crazy. So got it strung, turned around, and there was this horrible thwack. And everybody around me jumped. And the gentleman from the shop immediately jumped over everybody over by me and says, are you okay? And I said, yeah. And he says, well, is your bow okay? And I said, I think so. I was so surprised by it. I couldn't really tell what had happened. So we got the bow unstrung, looked at the string, and I said, I think that string is shot. And he says, I think so too. We got to looking at it, and see if I can find. Can you see there? Yeah, there you go. That's what happens. It snapped the serving. I mean, technically, I don't think you would call it a string failure. My hunch is it slipped. It wasn't secure. I don't know. You can see it's totally unraveled, the whole string. But I mean, I knew it was older and I had just gotten replaced. I mean, here's this. I haven't even had it, had Knox put on yet, or I've not even used it because I've been using the shorty setup, which has its own string. But yeah, you can tell there's clearly a difference in the color. So yeah, it was, but I'm not convinced that that was the cause of the collapse. My hunch is it slipped. So he starts looking at my riser and checking the whole thing out. And let me see here. I think, yeah, this is the worst part. And I don't know if it hit the cement or if this is from the string. Because the string was all the way down here. We had to push it up. So I don't, yeah, I can't tell if that's from the string or if it hit the cement. That's the top limb. Let's see here, what do we got? There's some on the bottom limb as well. That I'm thinking that's from cement contact, because this end the string was still on right here. Yeah, that has to be, it must have hit the cement. So let me see here. Come on. If I set them up, yeah, that's the same side, so it must have hit the cement on the range floor. So I felt like a bloomin' idiot, but not to be deterred, stubborn me, I grabbed this string, which is older than the one that exploded. Got that one on. Proceeded to shoot another round. And did better than the first round, but oh my gosh. I couldn't believe what it was like pulling that. Going from 26 pounds to 32. Oh my gosh. It was fun though, because yeah, I ended up shooting with, I had a total of 78 arrows, and I went through like 3 sets of other archers. But yeah, so I'm going to have to really start watching this aging string business. I'd love to know what Gabby size strings look like when she retires them. Do they still look like new? I don't know. But there you go. Oh, and the other part, it hit my arm right there. You can see there's a little bit of a bruise there. I don't know if it's going to turn into a full-blown bruise, but I iced it when I got home. Because it maybe the arm guard did catch some of it. But yeah, it still managed to snap my arm. Fun at the range. Oh yeah. Cautionary tale. Kayaking Archer. Peace out.